What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new gameplay video. Today we're going to be playing as Ashe. I asked you in like a few videos ago in the comment section, I think it was like 4 days ago maybe, if you wanted to see an Ashe gameplay because I thought she was really good, and you guys said yes, so we're going to do that today. We're on one of my plat accounts. I think this is like plat 2, plat 1, plat 3. I'm not sure. I don't play on it very often, so I actually genuinely don't I don't really know exactly what either this is. But anyway, so just before we actually get into the video, I just want to talk about gameplays and commentaries in general, like for the channel, because I've kind of stopped doing them a lot, and people keep asking me. I get a lot of messages saying, you know, why have you stopped? I really enjoy them. Can you carry on? And they just don't really fit too much like with what I want to do with the channel at the moment, which is like kind of interesting, entertaining, informative stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a brand new channel, so a second channel, and I'm going to be uploading daily commentaries on there from my main account, from this account, maybe from like a non-ranked to diamond account, and do a whole series through as well. So there is a link down below into the in the description that you can go and check out this brand new account. It doesn't have anything on there right now, but it will do, like starting probably next week time ish. I'll be uploading daily commentaries and gameplays on there. So I've also actually added a entry into the giveaway for this month, the $150 RP headset mouse giveaway. Oh, my voice is cracked there. The giveaway. So there's an extra entry. So even if you've entered already, go and click on that, and there's another one you can now enter for like a thank you to subscribing to this new channel. But anyway, so that's kind of my like side project now. Gonna be doing daily stuff on there. But anyway, let's get into this game right now. So we're playing Ashe, and for you bastard, you just cheesed me. Are you serious? You okay? Here's a. Oh my god, I haven't seen that since like I was level 5. All right. Well, anyway, runes masteries in the description. If you haven't, if I don't put them in there, okay. Because I'm really bad at putting runes masteries in. If I don't do it, please flame me in the comments, and yeah, it will let me know, and I'll remember, and I'll do it. But hopefully, I'll remember anyway. But anyway, so AD reds, armor yellows, magic resist blues, and attack speed quints for my runes. And for masteries, we're running further. So one thing is just these slow, like the increased damage when something is slowed is really good on Ashe, because you're obviously slowing people permanently, basically. And also just the further battle, though, is really good for any auto-attacking champion, and also just in general for like any one with a runen. So if you ever get a runens, it applies on all 3 bolts. And because we're getting a runens on Ashe, we do definitely want. Oh my god, my CSing! I'm so sorry. We do definitely want the further battle for our teamfight damage. It's gonna be crazy. Anyway, so why? I guess let's talk about like Ashe in general. At the moment, by the way, you say I'm playing quite passive. It's just because Caitlyn is a lot stronger than me right now, and if I ever step on one of these traps, I'm probably screwed. Soraka is a bit more passive of a support than Thresh, so you know I want to be a bit more defensive with my play. Just take a few quick trades you'll see me taking, and then I'll probably back off a little bit, get healed back up, and then we'll take it again. Anyway, so why is Ashe so good right now? When 6.12, she got. Well, she didn't actually get any direct buffs or anything. I'm actually gonna go. Oh man, Soraka is so fun. Anyway, so in 6.12, she didn't get any direct buffs or anything like that, but she's just like really solid in the general meta game. Plus, actually, she got indirect buffs from the Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, and Rune's Last Whisper buff, which was giving basically 20 extra AD if you build all of those things. And we actually will build all of those in this build. So we're going to be getting 20 extra AD, which is for free, which is actually like a half a BF sword worth of AD, by the way. So it's actually like a really good amount of AD to get for free. Build wise, like we're actually going to go like Essence Reaver into Runens, into Infinity Edge, and then probably Bloodthirster and Last Whisper to kind of round it out. This is a very strong build. It gives us cooldown reduction, gives us crit, gives us like, so the passive damage, it gives us AD for our abilities, gives us like mana back, the cooldown reduction. This is so good. We basically get everything we kind of want out of this. I don't really want to go to in. These pings are actually killing me, because normally when I'm like playing, you know, on my own, I'm not recording or anything. Okay, I'm gonna miss the siege for that, but I have to kind of. I really wanted the siege there, so I was kind of letting Soraka take a load of free damage. But you know, I kind of realized, you know, I probably can't just let her die at that point. Oh, the 1v2 under tower. Okay, nice. Anyway, so why is she so good right now? So her trading in lane is actually very effective, because you can volley for a really long range pokes. You see I'm doing now. You can do this Ranger's Focus, which is a Q, and You could also just like use your passive, like the long range with it. You can see I'm auto attacking there. Just it's actually relatively safe because I have such a high range. It's very hard to actually deal with. Just for any like meta AD right now, it's kind of hard to deal with. Plus a lot of it, like you get the increased damage with your passive, right? So actually the more you auto attack, like if I auto attack once there and I go back in for another one, I'm not going to do it because of that hook there, but if I went in for 2 auto attacks like here, the second one will do increased damage, which is a really, really good way of just auto trading. You have kind of 2 different ways of trading as an AD carry, which I'll go into in a second once we've talked about just the general. What the? So, this is platinum. I can't. Oh, well, I'm not even going to comment on that. Anyway, so Jace is probably going mid, so I'm going to ping here many times. I don't know where he is. Okay, he's mid, so we can go back in now. Anyway, that was very interesting. I'm not quite sure what the plan was there, but you know, that's not good. I'm just going to run to the side and out. Nice. So running directly backwards would have put me into that trap, which if you've watched my Caitlyn video, you know people are maxing their traps now and they really, really hurt. So you never ever want to stand on a Caitlyn trap. Even if you take a few extra damage from like auto attacks and stuff, just don't stand on that trap because it's really not good. Anyway, so general meta game for AD right now is damage, but also we want a bit of utility to help these other picks carry. So if we look at our team, right, Hecarim is kind of a carry jungler, Veigar's carry, Fizz. I think they might base, so we're going to push this really hard. Even if I miss some CS, let's just get it into tower as quickly as possible. That's always going to be my excuse anyway. Let's get that done. Nice. Okay, so that's a pretty good early game phase. Anyway, so yeah, we look at our team comp, right? I'm actually going to reorder this while I'm basing because I know some people prefer it to be in order. There we go. Yeah, so we have a lot of carry picks, right? You don't necessarily need a ton of damage. Like, what's the point of having loads of damage on a really, like, on a Misfortune or a Jhin or a Lucian or what? All of these picks will do more damage, like, early into the game, but we don't need it because we have all of these others to kind of go there. That's kind of why Caitlyn is so good again as well, by the way. So that's the first thing. We don't need all of this like massive amounts of damage. Even though we have a lot of damage, we don't necessarily need all this burst damage because we have a lot anyway. So Ashe is really good at letting other people do their job. So like her arrow is going to engage fights, right? That's the biggest thing probably. We get to engage. We get to set these guys up. Oh, please don't hit that cannon. I want the cannon. Don't hit the cannon. Someone's hitting the cannon. And there we go. Anyway, yeah, so the arrow is just really, really effective for... Oh, he's actually going to run up. Perfect. Right into Hecarim. Push him back to me. Slow. Science field. Trap. And that's a kill. Nice. Good job, boys. I'm sorry I let your pink die there, Soraka, but we have another one. That's good. Anyway, yeah, so you have the arrow to engage, which will be really good. It's a really effective way of picking, and... Oh, I got that one, thankfully. I'll show you that later into the game because we'll be using our ultimate a lot to try and snowball. It's actually really good because a lot of you guys will probably think, you know, if your game knowledge is better than your mechanics, which will be for a lot of you, especially if you watch my videos, and you kind of want to, you know, you want to use that more, the game knowledge side of things, and you're able to snowball the game, pick good fights. This is a really good champion as an AD carry to actually be able to do that. Normally as an AD you can't really do that particularly well, but as Ashe you actually can, which is really, really good. That's kind of why, you know, I love playing her, because my game knowledge is pretty good. I'm good at picking fights. As an AD carry, that normally is not the most effective way to play, but you know, for Ashe we can actually do it. Also as well, you're actually very good at keeping yourself alive in fights with your kite. With your... Pretty sure she just used that for an assist right there. What a scumbag, but... Okay. You can keep yourself safe with the kiting and stuff, which is really, really strong. So those are those are like the utility side of things. Then we actually have the damage. So your ranger's focus, your Q is just absolutely ridiculous. You crush towers with it because it works on towers. You crush tanks with it because you just like do so much damage. You hit bruisers, you hit AD carries. Like, it gives you a relative amount of burst. One thing with general auto attack AD carries is that you don't actually have much burst. You're like sustained damage, but actually with Ashe you can't burst people relatively well with your W poke and with your with your ranger's focus. So it's actually like, it gives you a bit more of an early pressure, I guess, and mid-game pressure, which is really nice. Plus, actually, the ranger's focus will apply on Runins, which is insane. So this is kind of why the build is exceptionally good as well. Not only is it just really, really strong because it just got buffed, like Essence Reaver, Affinity Edge, Last Whisper kind of root in your build just got buffed. But it also, I'm going to send my E up to see what's happening. Let's see if anything's there. Yeah, Victor's coming down. Okay. Not only did that just get buffed anyway, but the Runins is really, really effective with Ashe. So you get the Fervor. Your Fervor's going to apply quick. Oh my god, that's a gank. Okay, we're getting actually people come down here, so we're gonna turn on this. I'm gonna wait. There we go. Nice. Okay, I probably actually could have healed him right there. Probably gonna activate my Q again. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Nice TP. That was some really good TPs from both of our solo laners there, which is really good. Nice turn. I probably should have healed Soraka there, honestly, but, you know, I'm just a dick. I'm not even gonna, you know, I'm just a dick. I can't. Oh, I didn't even get an assist. Oh, come on now. Yeah, I'm just a dick. I'm sorry, but, yeah. So, not only is the build really solid, but Runus interacts with Ashe really, really well. So, Runus is going to apply the Fervor damage to start with, right? And then also, what a troll. And then Fervor is going to apply the damage on Runus, all three Runus bolts, which is really, really good. Plus, then we actually apply a Ranger's Focus on all three as well, which is really, really good. Like, having that much damage, I don't know. Like, how do you even beat that? Like, when you are hitting up to 3 people that much, it's absolutely crazy. So, yeah, she has loads. She's a really, really good team for AD. That's kind of what we're getting at the point. She's kind of like, you know how Sivir is like, she's okay in lane. She doesn't have the best lane. Ashe's lane phase is better than Sivir's, but also, like, her mid-game pressure, I guess. Instead of speeding everyone up, she roots that person and lets everyone catch up to them. She has, like, the more damage, more AoE damage. It's very similar, actually, to a Sivir, but just a little bit more effective right now. So for the rest of the build after that, by the way, we'd get something like Essence Reaver, Runins, Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, then Last Whisper. So those are probably going to be our 5. The problem kind of with Ashe at the moment is you don't really fit defense into your build. That's kind of the issue right now. You need all of those things. You need the Essence Reaver is going to be really good cooldown reduction, going to be really good crit, and then the Infinity Edge is just like, you need that with your passive. The Runins, you need that for the Fervor and for your Rangers things. So those 3 are like kind of core, I think. And then Bloodthirster is more crit damage, more lifesteal. It's the only thing you can maybe replace with another lifesteal item, so like you could get a Mercurial Scimitar maybe. Okay, well I guess we're not pushing that then. You can maybe push that, get that, and then I'm gonna ping these because we could maybe get this with oh okay, so I'm gonna stay. We can kill this guy. I don't know. I'm just getting my Ranger's Focus on these. Oh man, he just pussied out at that big time. I mean, I guess, you know, it is outnumbered, but come on, man. You know, yeah, so those things are kind of like core, and then you obviously it's demand penetration. Last Whisper is going to be the thing of choice for that there, but yeah, I thought that might actually happen. I'm going to peace out this one. Long way around, here we go. Actually, you know what, Hecarim's here, so this is warded, so I'm going to try and bait him in. But he doesn't, oh, it's not warded, okay. I thought he dropped a ward before he left. Yeah, so you don't really fit defense into the build, which is kind of bad because you are very immobile, right? That's the biggest problem with Ashe. You have no mobility, so if you fit no defense into it, it's a little bit of a riskier pick in that way. But when people say she's useless, I get that a lot. She's actually not useless. It's just in a 1v1 situation and that kind of thing, she's not as good as other AD carries. It's just that simple. But in an actual team fight, utility-wise and for damage and stuff, you can't really get better than her. That's where I think, you know, she's really, really effective. You help your team carry, you do a lot of damage. We have the engage, like that stuff. We have the kite, we have this Ranger's Focus as well, which is really strong. Then we're going to go back and get our boots 2 as well. And I actually think she's pretty good against Caitlyn because her range is very similar, but you have a bit more auto damage early, and you have a bit more poke as well. So with this kind of like Ashe pick coming into effect a lot right now, this is actually a really good way to kind of counter that a little bit. If you're going for pure damage and stuff though, like I honestly think you probably just want to go, you know, for a A nice Soraka ult there. You probably just want to go for like a Misfortune or a Jhin or this kind of thing. These guys are really, really effective like with ability damage. Whereas Ashe is, you know, it's not just about the damage, right? It's about the utility side of things. Okay, so let's see what we can do because we have our arrow up right now. So we actually kind of want to pick someone. We want to catch someone and just get a good engage onto someone if we can. Now, I want to make sure that whenever I do this, that it has follow-up from the rest of the team. Oh my god, I'm so boned right now. Help me, please. I'm going to juke that. Okay, we can actually maybe fight this. Oh my god, Graves is here. I don't really want to run between a wall, though. That's the thing. Okay. Never mind. Soraka OP. Oh, come on now. So, at least, I mean, you know, we have the arrow, we have the slow. Thankfully, my team bailed me out a little bit there, but this is the one thing as well. When I don't have my flash, you are actually pretty vulnerable like that. Like an Ezreal or a Lucian, right? You would have just dashed out. You would have like blinked over this wall, your arcane shift, whatever you want to call it. But we can't really do that on a, how do we do it on an Ashe? So yes, you're like really, really strong, but you know, if you get caught like that, you're pretty screwed unless you have your team to protect you. But this is why I kind of like having like a Soraka or a Nami. These kind of things can keep you alive and kind of help with that side of things, I guess. And if they cover that up, that's kind of the only real weakness I think you have. Like, you have really good mid-game damage. You have really good sustained damage. Like in a team fight, you're really good late game. So I think that's kind of the only really big weakness she actually has right now. So we kind of said we're going to go over trading, and the lane phase was a little bit weird, so we actually haven't done that yet, but I'll kind of explain how trading works for the next little bit. Just, I can't really show you. Normally in these commentaries, the reason I like them is because I can show you with an actual example, right? I can do it and show you what it actually looks like, but yeah, this lane phase has been a bit weird, so we actually haven't really been able to trade that much with them. So there's two types. There's cooldown based and there's minion based. Well, there's kind of more than that, but those are the two that everything really falls into, I guess, in basic form. Oh my god, I'm dead. Wait, what? I should have flashed his ult. I didn't think I needed to. Ah, oh, so greedy. So greedy. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. I could even flash his Q. I could have flashed my I could have flashed his Q, I could have flashed his ult, but I was just like, nah, I don't need to do that. I'm not gonna waste it. Because your flash is really important cooldown. Yeah. Hang on a second, do my Hello? Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry, I think my voice might have just gone a little bit strange there. I'm not entirely sure. I'm using this new program for my voice stuff, and unfortunately it's a little bit wonky sometimes. Anyway, so minion base, before you're really interrupted, minion and cooldown base. The reason Ashe is so good is because she can do both. Normally you exploit one or the other. Like Lucian is a very good cooldown based trader, but he's not very good at auto attacks, right? Like Caitlyn is very good at auto attacks, but not so much cooldowns. But Ashe has cooldowns and she has autos that really sting. So it's like normally you kind of do one or the other, but with this it's really hard to actually get through Ashe in lane. That's kind of why I think she's actually pretty decent in the lane phase. I'm not actually gonna go off on my own again because that is kind of what I said earlier, right? Ashe is really weak on her own, and that's kind of unfortunately where, you know, we were there. But yeah, so cooldown base is like when you spam your W like this. Now that has a 5-second cooldown with all my essence reaver, but normally at like early ranks that will have a lot less. So you then, when that's on cooldown, you can then trade with Ashe because she can't use her volley again. That's the basis of like cooldown based trading. So when Ashe doesn't have a volley, you know, you can attack her and she won't be able to do very much. Minion base though is so effective with her passive. So minion base is like when someone comes up for a CS. So you see how like she's attacking these minions. She's obviously looking at these minions. Now if I was there like with her, if she's attacking a minion, she can't attack me. So I can attack her for free because she'll probably still hit the minion. If she doesn't hit the minion, she hits me, then we've just traded one auto for one auto and she's missed the CS. So either way, I'm going to be winning on top of that trade. So that's like the minion base, but it's so effective because the passive, like this passive here, like one auto is okay, but if you can volley first and then you can auto attack, you'll be doing so much. I actually can't see anything of that smoke screen. Yeah, you'll be doing so much that like your minion based trading is actually just more effective than kind of any other AD carry, which is why it's so hard. She's going to auto attack you, she's going to volley you, She's going to do so much. Like, what can you... it's really hard to beat that, basically. So we're going to kind of look for an engage here, I think. Victor is really far forward, so we're just going to go for it and hit someone. Okay, so we managed to hit the Thresh. That's not ideal, but we might still get the kill onto that. We ideally just want to pick a fight anyway because we're really, really strong right now. Let's go for this Graves. Yeah, kind of thought that might happen. I don't know about that flash, but there we go. So this is kind of what Ashe is really good at, right? Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Let's just leave that one, I guess. Yeah, so this is kind of what Ashe is really, really good at, is picking these fights and getting something going, because it's actually kind of hard to snowball a game and actually do a lot. I don't know about that Hecarim. That's really, really risky. Yeah. Let's see if we get this. There we go. So Ashe has a lot of damage. You see, it's not just the engage that we're really good at, but that kind of shows the two sides of the thing. It's like, okay, if you're just gonna sit back and like be a bit too close, then we're gonna engage on you, we're gonna kill you, and if you try and take me on in a fight, we're gonna kill you because we have loads of damage. So that is only, by the way, Essence Reaver and like the recurve bow. That's not even much damage right now into this game, so that gives you a good idea of why I think she's just so good right now. She can do everything. It's great. So we're gonna be trying to do that a lot. That's gonna be our main focus in the actual game. Every time we group up, like this Caitlyn right now, she's pretty much on her own. If we had the rest of our team with us, I could arrow this, I could catch her, then we're gonna snowball the game that way. Because a lot of the, I guess, like how you want to carry actually in like lower elo especially, this is something I've learned a lot when doing my Unranked to Diamond series, is you don't really want to rely on anybody to fulfill their job correctly, because if you do that, like, you're just kind of setting yourself up to be disappointed in a way, I guess. It's not like, some people are definitely very good, but it's just that people don't see the same things, they're not on the same page, and some of your teammates are just not going to be good. Like, there is just that problem. So basically, you want to pick a fight, you want to engage where even if they do absolutely nothing, even if they like flash on the spot and completely cock it up, you're still going to be able to, you know, do a lot of work. So okay, I'm going to blame Hecarim for that, pushing him out, but I'm pretty sure that I just missed. I'm not entirely sure. We'll say Hecarim pushed him out of that one, but I think I might have missed that one. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide, I guess. Actually, no. If you decide, even if it would have hit, it still would. I'd still be flamed for that. But, you know, this is just like snowballing a little bit. I'm going to block that for you. You've healed me a lot, Soraka. Oh, you can just heal it back up. That's great. That's great. I love that. So we're just going to snowball in this game. But this is really what Ashe is good at, because the thing is, if you get ahead, you are very, very good at helping your team carry. This is why I love her. Like, all my teammates are doing pretty well right now. Fizz won top lane. Hecarim did well in the jungle. Veigar did well mid lane. So these guys all have a lot of damage. With like a misfortune, then all I bring to the table is more damage, right? But with an Ashe, what I bring to the table is, okay, you've all got this damage now. You're really fed. So let me help you use it even more, right? That's kind of why she's so good. Like, and when she's ahead, she has the damage to add on to it anyway. But like when you're behind, if you get behind, like you get boned, and you know your teammates are still doing pretty well, then all you have to do is just like arrow them in, and that's basically it. Like, you keep yourself alive with your slows. You don't let them worry about you. It takes people more time to kill you, which is like more time they're not killing your team. And she's just a really big distraction, I guess. She's just really irritating to play against. The poke is really annoying. Ashe Zyra lane is absolutely disgusting, by the way. Like, that lane is definitely back and very strong. Bit old school, but really, really effective. Alright, Veigar, I'll let you have that because you get stacks, and I've stolen many of your CS, but okay, and the crab as well. Okay then, alright. I see what kind of player you are, mate. This dragon's actually 30 seconds away, so I don't exactly think... this is 12 seconds away. I mean, Victor's really far pushed. We should just go and kill this guy. I have my arrow. This is the kind of thing I'm looking at all the time, by the way, is I'm looking for any excuse to kill someone. Like, any way that I can try and... Man, they could just be doing Baron, you know. Our bait might have gone terribly wrong. Oh, no. Not quite. There we go. I hit one, boys. I hit one. And he's dead. Oh, that was unfortunate. Fizz is coming from the side though, so at least we get this dragon for free now. This is what Ashe is so good at. Every time I'm just looking, is someone alone? Can we do it? Can we go? And I'm just trying to find any excuse to throw my arrow out. Even if I don't actually hit it, it's like a 60-second cooldown. 63 seconds rank 2 with these items. It'll get even more when I get my Infinity Edge as well. So, I mean, it's such a hard thing to deal with, especially at lower ranks as well. I don't really know how you necessarily deal with that because, you know, people struggle. Oh, he's given up. Oh, come on. I could have padded my stats with that bit. People kind of like, they don't respect it. They stand a bit too far forward. Like that Victor, right? Like even the Thresh for the fight before. Like these guys are standing so far forward, which normally in a normal game is fine. But against an Ashe, you just cannot do that because she will arrow you and she will kill you. Like right now, I'm going to arrow and I'm going to kill them whenever I get this back up. When we get our next minion wave, I'm going to arrow. So I'm going to ping on the way here so people know that I'm going to go in, and I'm going to arrow right in the face. And there we go. And a free tower. Like, this is why she's so good, boys. If you see an Ashe feed and stuff, then yeah, it's probably because they don't group with their team. They try and do too much on their own. But look how far we snowballed this game. And mainly just every single engage, really, every time we've snowballed it has been because I got an arrow. So, I mean, my team played really well, like, early. But if you think about it, like, how we closed out the game, mid-game. Okay. If you think about how we closed out this game mid-game, it's really been mostly from my arrows. Oh, he's actually going in under the inhib turrets. Okay. Oh, man, that was really... Okay, I didn't want to kill anyway, it's alright. I'm still tanking, apparently. Ah, Victor, thank God you cannot skill shot. Jace, please don't be able to skill shot either, because I'm definitely out of this. I'm definitely out of this. No, thank you. Yeah, so this is a really clean way to end the game. A lot of people say to me, you know, as an AD carry... Oops, sorry. As an AD carry, how do I end the game? What do I do after the lane phase? And the answer is, it's really difficult to tell you because every game is different. Every game has loads of different situations where, you know, like, you could do this or you could do that. Maybe this is a better play. And a lot of it is knowing what the options are and then weighing up which is best to actually do in the game. But with Ashe, the answer is basically group with your team and hit an arrow and engage. Like, that's the answer. Like, it's really hard for someone to come back in a game like that because they're constantly on the back foot and getting pushed in. This is why Ashe snowballs like really hard, and it's also why Ashe is quite good when they're coming back, because every time they make a mistake and they misstep, you're able to capitalize on it. So this is why it's so easy to actually play. Like, I know you have no mobility, right? That's one of the biggest things, and I know if you're on your own, you kind of don't really do too much. But as a group, like as a team, you definitely do. You do an absolute ton. I don't really want to arrow unless if I don't have to. Oh, I'm stunned here. That's not very good. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Ah, okay. I mean, see, my arrows are sometimes even terrible, but if I'd have hit that, that'd have been another kill, and then we would have pushed mid and probably done that. Okay, well, they've ended the game anyway, so let's just... Yeah, usual troll. Nice. Okay, well, that wraps up this game today. That was actually a pretty quick game. I'm not sure how it's like 30 minutes-ish. But hopefully that guys shows you exactly how you should be playing Ashe and kind of what you should be doing as well, especially the snowballing aspect of it. I know this is a kind of a snowbally game, right? But that's kind of the point. Like, Ashe is a really good snowball AD carry right now because you can kind of dictate the pace of the game and do a lot with it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to go and check out the giveaway because there's going to be some new entry there that you can enter to get even more of a chance to win. And remember to go and check out my commentary channel. But that's all for today, so I'll catch you in my next video.